adding a lock-on function to my camera in Unity. So on the drawing board, first I'm going to need an enemy with a sphere collider. Then I'm going to have my camera shoot a ray cast at the sphere collider to see if there's an object there, and if there is, it's going to lock onto that object. In my project outline, I'll have an enemy, which is a capsule, and I'll have a capsule collider for movement, a box collider for a hitbox, and a sphere collider for lock-on effects. In my code, first the input manager is going to need an input action for lock-on, so I'm just going to set it to what I put in the project settings, and then a boolean for when the lock-on is pressed during a frame. And if it's pressed, we're going to play this player cam controller function. In the player cam controller, I have a reference to a lock-on target, which will be used for transform data. And then here in the camera follow function, I'm going to have to alter it with an if statement to check if there is something in the lock-on target reference. If there is, the new direction is going to be the lock-on target, so that's the look direction, and then the rotation is going to be a look rotation towards the look direction. We're going to transform the rotation to the new rotation. If there's nothing, it's going to be the same rotation as the mouse. So in the lock-on rotation function, it's going to take a raycast called aim, which is the forward vector from the camera, and see if there's an enemy. And if there is an enemy, it's going to set the lock-on target to the transform. But in case you're already locked on, it'll check if the lock-on target is the same as what you're aiming at. And if that's true and you press it, it will unlock the target. If none of that is true, the lock-on target stays null. I was able to get this working in my game. However, the lock-on and lock-off is a little too snappy, so I'm going to have to implement a quaternion slurp or rotate towards. But if y'all want to see a full video on mechanics I add into my game, like, subscribe, and I'll probably post long videos in the future.